Hello, friends. Today we will talk about 10 most famous medieval battles between England and France. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to the channel. Number 10. Battle of Blanchedic. This battle was fought in 1214 near the town of Blanchedic in northern France. The English army under King John was defeated by the French forces led by King Philip II, who was helped by a contingent of 30,000 Flemish soldiers. The English were outnumbered and outmaneuvered, and King John was forced to escape with only a small group of riders. This defeat had significant consequences for England, leading to internal revolts and the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215, which limited the power of the king and established certain rights for the English nobility. 9. Battle of Lincoln. In 1216, during the First Barons' War, the English royal family was divided over the succession to the throne. King John's young son, Henry, who was only 9 years old at the time, was proclaimed king in some parts of England, while his uncle Louis, the heir to the English throne, controlled other areas. The French king, Philip II, took advantage of this civil war and launched an invasion of England. The English nobles who supported young Henry regrouped under the leadership of William Marshal, Earl of Pembroke, and defeated the French at the Battle of Lincoln. This victory secured Henry's position as the legitimate heir to the English throne and paved the way for his coronation as king. Henry III in 1216. 8. Battle of Sandwich. The Battle of Sandwich took place in 1217 on the coast of Kent, England. It was fought between the English fleet, loyal to King Henry III, and a French force that had landed in England in support of Louis the Lionheart's claim to the English throne. The English fleet, consisting mainly of merchant ships and fishing boats, was able to defeat the larger French fleet due to the efforts of a squadron of fast and maneuverable ships. The battle resulted in the capture of several French nobles, including King Louis's brother, and forced the remaining French troops to retreat back to France. No. 7. Battle of Lewes. In 1264, King Henry VI faced a rebellion led by his own son, Prince Edward, and a group of barons known as the Diarchy Party. The rebels sought to limit the power of the king and increase their own influence over the government. The battle took place near the town of Lewes in Sussex, England. Despite being outnumbered, the royal forces under the command of Sir Edmund Custis and supported by royalist Flemings stood their ground against the rebel barons, eventually securing a decisive victory. Henry VI's reputation as a strong and capable monarch was restored, and he was able to maintain control over his kingdom without making any significant concessions to the rebels. 6. Battle of Evesham. The Battle of Evesham was fought in 1265 in Worcestershire, England, between the forces of King Henry III and those of the rebel barons, led by Simon de Montfort. The battle was a decisive victory for the Royalists, resulting in the deaths of many rebel leaders, including Simon de Montfort himself. The battle is considered to be the culmination of the Second Barons' War, a conflict between Henry III and his barons over issues such as royal power and representation in the government. The victory at Evesham secured Henry III's position as the dominant power in England, and set the stage for the establishment of royal supremacy over the English nobility. 5. Battle of Reading. The Battle of Reading took place in 1264. During the reign of King Henry III, the English army under the command of Sir Edmund Custis defeated a rebel force led by the Earl of Leicester. The rebels, who were part of a wider movement known as the Diarchy Party, sought to limit the power of the king and increase the influence of the nobility in the government. The battle was a minor affair compared to other medieval battles, but it was significant because it marked the beginning of the end for the rebellion. The English victory at Reading led to further royal victories at the battles of Worcester and Evesham, which resulted in the suppression of the rebellion and the restoration of royal authority in England. 4. Battle of Crécy. The Battle of Crécy was a major confrontation during the 100 Years' War. Fought in 1346 in northern France, the English longbow proved to be a decisive factor in the battle, allowing the English to defeat a larger and more experienced French force. The battle was one of the first major engagements of the war and resulted in heavy losses for both sides. The English victory at Crécy is considered a turning point in the Hundred Years' War, demonstrating the effectiveness of the English military tactics and weaponry. 3. Battle of Poitiers. The Battle of Poitiers was a significant engagement during the Hundred Years' War, fought in 1356 in France. The English army, under the command of the Black Prince, later King Edward III, defeated a larger French force, capturing the French king, John the Good, and many members of the French nobility. The battle demonstrated the growing strength and skill of the English military and had a profound impact on the political landscape of medieval Europe. The capture of the French king led to negotiations for a ransom and the Treaty of Brittany, which temporarily ended hostilities between England and France. 2. Battle of Agincourt. The Battle of Agincourt was a famous battle during the Hundred Years' War fought in 1415 in northern France. The English army, led by King Henry V, achieved a decisive victory over the numerically superior French force. The battle is remembered for the valor and determination of the English soldiers and the tactical brilliance of King Henry. The victory at Agincourt had significant consequences for the war, establishing English dominance in northern France and paving the way for further English conquests on the continent. 1. Battle of Hastings. The Battle of Hastings was a pivotal moment in English history. Fought in 1066 between the Norman French army of William the Conqueror and the English forces led by King Harold Godwinson. The battle resulted in the Norman victory and the death of King Harold, leading to the Norman conquest of England. The battle had profound consequences for the language, culture, and society of England, as well as the course of European history. The Norman victory at Hastings is considered a watershed moment in medieval history and has had a lasting impact on the development of Western civilization. Friends, write in the comments below which battle you like the most. Thanks for watching. See you soon.